Through a series of interactive documentaries, articles and infographics, Protecting London reveals how world-famous landmarks are kept running safely, securely and efficiently. We speak to the teams across the capital leading security, health and safety, fire safety and facilities management in iconic London landmarks, uncovering their daily challenges and biggest achievements. For episode 4, we're taken to the enormous convention and exhibition centre, ExCel London. The multi-purpose venue covers 100,000 square metres and can fit over 68,000 visitors at any one time. It's home to hundreds of events throughout the year, which range from elaborate exhibitions to intimate weddings, dramatic film sets, school exams and big sports competitions. What's more, the in-house team is the landlord for hotels, apartments and stations which all lie within the centre's 100-acre site. In this exclusive documentary, we speak to 6 individuals about managing ExCel London's complex security, health and safety, fire, estates and building services operations. Watch the whole film or select your favourite chapters.
My name is America Breu. I'm the security manager at ExCel London. I've been within ExCel for the past 10 years and within the security industry for just the past 18 years. My responsibility is obviously to ensure that the security team is maintained on a daily basis, to ensure I rostered and we've got the relative manpower in order to provide the best services possible. They're also involving I have to keep my superiors informed of any possible threats or incidents that might affect the business itself, ensuring that all equipment is up to date and running to the latest technology as possible. It's quite good that we keep that and maintain it. If there is an event that does involve heads of state, members of the government, high profile VIPs, and obviously the approach will be slightly different. They will have to be a bit more well, I wouldn't say serious because everything is serious, but we'll have to engage with the authorities, conduct risk assessments, threat assessments. Some of them will have to do recce's in advance because some of them does bring, for example, royal visits on site. Yeah. So I just actually had one yesterday. Oh, wow. The security team is composed of 4 different teams. Each team has got 6 elements. They work as shift patterns of 4 in, 4 out, also include the nights. It's covered 24/7 all along the year, so we don't shut, basically. Each team is composed by a team leader that is based in the control room, along with a controller that operates the systems, and 3 patrolling officers, one of them being actually an emergency response team vehicle. So that will be the first point of contact in case there is any emergency within the States. I don't know just only oversee the venue security, but as well the state. So I've got to make sure that we follow the level of agreements that we got within the States.
I've been working at ExCel London since November 2011. I've covered a few roles here so far. The latest one at the moment is in health and safety and estates advisor, which as well as supporting Matt Constance, the health and safety manager, it's obviously looking after the 100 acres of space around the venue itself. As you can see, there's a lot of living quarters, lots of apartments around here that we have to kind of look after the tenants as well as the visitors in the actual venue. Within the 100 acres of tenancy, we have 6 hotels, including the beautiful Sunbourne Hotel here, which come with us and started docking since last year. Other hotels such as the Novotel, Ibis, the Aloft Hotel, Crown Plaza at the back there, and a few other little bits as well.
My remit really is to do tours of the halls. Yeah. I do tours during build-up and breakdown. Yeah. I'm checking for safe working systems, safe systems of work. Yeah. I work quite closely with building services, the help desk, obviously during tours of the venue itself. Yeah. Any repairs that are noticed or in need of repair or anything part of the fabric that needs repairing, I then report that back to our building services. Yeah. Because obviously I'm out in the halls quite a lot, so if you see part of the structure that needs something doing, so then that obviously needs fixing. So yeah, we've got a system whereby we put it through the help desk, the help desk then gets job card gets raised, and then it immediately goes down to building services, and then they go and facilitate the men.
This is the fabulous Crossrail project that is on our ExCel land. It comprises of 3 sites at the moment, but there will only be one station, which is the Custom House station. Station's now starting to make great progress, as you can see. You can see the footfall bridge came in December. Now the Crossrail team, they're brilliant. I liaise with them every day of the week. They're letting us know what's happening, what roads they're closing, but obviously all the new stuff, new developments that are taking place. But as I said, they're self-sufficient. They don't give us any problems. They just carry on doing what they do.
I look after the fire safety here for ExCel London. Been here for about 4 years now. My remit, I mean, pretty much fire safety, any aspect of fire safety in and around the venue. Looking after all the daily checks that need to be done, risk assessments, checking emergency lighting, all the public address system for an evacuation, anything like that. Confirming correct staffing levels. So we've got adequate cover for the amount of shows that are in on any given day, and making sure all the organising teams, show security teams, venue staff are all up to date with ExCel's emergency procedures that we have in place here. Also the servicing and maintenance of all the portable fire extinguishers which we have in the venue, so probably got about just over 400, I'd say, portable fire extinguishers that we service and maintain. Obviously with things like the baby show, for instance, we have to pay more attention because they have like a creche area. So in an evacuation we would make sure that area is prioritised first for the evacuation. If you have sort of like large conferences or film shoots, they use a lot of pyrotechnics sometimes. So again, we'd have to look more closely at that, the procedures that they had in place, make sure it was all safe and they were following safe practices of work. We have like a lot of proactive measures we have to take, so just the general maintenance, lift alarms, disabled toilet alarms, emergency lighting, call points, portable fire extinguishers, egress and exit points, running man signs, all needs to be checked and maintained as and when through the shows to make sure it's all okay before the show opens. So any issues we would then send to the help desk to get rectified in an appropriate sort of time scale. So yeah, that can be quite challenging because it's such a large premises, 100-acre site. I think it's over 100 or 100,000 square metres of event space. So obviously you could have events up both ends of the boulevard. I mean, the boulevard alone is sort of 600 metres long. So just being physically fit is obviously a challenge in itself. And making sure, I mean, if you've got a lot of shows all opening at the same time that morning, you've got to get all those post-show checks done before those shows open. So it can be sort of pushed for time sometimes. That's one of the biggest challenges, I would say.
We've got a team of about 16 engineers. Some are mechanical, some electrical, some are fabric, and we supplement that with like a core. We supplement that with like about 15 or 20 specialist contractors, and so using those people at our disposal, we then have to make sure that all the inspection and testing, statutory servicing, maintenance, all of that still takes place throughout the course of the year. But there's certain areas we can't get to at certain times, just because events, we might have constant events one after the other in all those areas. How we get around it really is we do a lot of out of hours work. So the guys are, the contractors we use are used to working with us now within the events industry, so they know what it entails. And also our guys are used to working out of hours to make sure things get done. So we do a lot of night works. We do a lot of sort of late. Also, we tend to have quieter periods over the Christmas period. For about a week or so, it's very quiet. And again, in the summer, we have a couple of weeks in the middle of the summer where it's quite quiet as well. So we target those specific times to get lots of our testing done also.
I look after the building services for the ExCel Centre. We manage the statutory compliance. So I look after a team of engineers that help me perform those tasks. But also we do the fabric as well. As a department, we looked after the electrical, the fabric. We brought in some outside help that built with the basic build of the structure. It provides the team with ownership of the building that they work in, because they take it becomes part of them. If we keep getting contractors in, gives them gives a sense of achievement and of pride that what they can do, and they can be seen by a lot of people.